Hi, I'm Melanie, and welcome to Adventures in Groceryland, the meal video, week 12. This was our first week of our low spend January, and we did great. We were able to save $15.75 out of our $42 budget and move that into our saving cup. We had some really good meals this week. We were able to use up some items out of the freezer, out of the stockpile. So check it out. Leftover oriental for one, leftover pancakes and syrup for the other. For supper tonight, we are having the last of the seafood chowder. We are each having 2 Italian risotto balls and some garlic bread, and I used some of the buns that we had left over from last week. There is the last of the chowder, and I made the garlic butter. Leftovers from the freezer. And it is Taco Tuesday. I'm gonna make some hard-boiled eggs so that we can have egg salad for lunch. Egg salad. Leftover guacamole, egg salad, and leftover tomatoes from Taco Tuesday. I've been staying away from making pizza. I love it, but the last time I made it, I had a real terrible experience with the dough. It stuck all over everything. It stuck to the bottom of my pans, but we are going to give it another try. I've got pretty much everything I need for an awesome pizza to be used up. I was pretty excited a couple weeks back when there was a promotion on for Giant Tiger members for pizza sauce for 88 cents. And so I bought one within the budget. And I was sadly disappointed when I tried to make a pizza with it because there was hardly any sauce in it at all. So what makes more sense for me is to get a big jar or can of pasta sauce when they go on sale for 99 cents, add some spices to my particular taste. This is just summer savory. And I decided to put on some red pepper flakes that I had left over, still in the spices. And it's just a much better value. It's just smart. It's just smart. I know pizza sauce is already spiced, but for what you get for the cost of it, it's just smarter to do something like this. More economical. Pizza for lunch. We are going to use up some of the meatballs from the fridge, 2 packages of them. I've been turning around in my mind how we were going to use these. The other half is not a huge lover of red or tomato-based pasta sauces. So I just started Googling meatballs, and I came across Swedish Meatballs and looked them up and how they're normally served. And they're normally served in a gravy-like, creamy gravy-like sauce on top of creamy mashed potatoes. So I thought that I would make this. I have a little bit of cream left from when I made the seafood chowder. I took out one of the packages that has broth. And this is one of the little packages of fat that I collected. So I think that with that and these, I should be able to make a okay sauce. So we'll see how that goes. And here is the Swedish meatballs with beet greens, corn, and the meatballs are over mashed potatoes, garlic mashed potatoes. 2 days in a row, pizza for lunch. We are having delicious nachos for supper tonight. There was a very teeny little piece left of the pepperoni that we had for Christmas. I made guacamole, and I was able to use my Epicure guacamole spices this time, so that was really exciting. And I see here that I forgot to set out the sour cream, and we actually have sour cream. So I will go get some of that, and then we will eat this delicious feast. Leftover Swedish meatballs, mashed potatoes, and corn for lunch. For Christmas, the other half was very fortunate and received multiple gift certificates to a local Chinese restaurant that we enjoy. And he is splurging with his gift certificates tonight, and we are going to have Chinese as a special supper. Exciting. And this is our supper for tonight. Chow mein and sauce for the other half, and beef and broccoli, no sauce for me. Thank you for Christmas gift certificates. So I have the 3 chicken strips that I found in the freezer, merged in last week. I'm also going to use a couple that were left over from the box I bought in, I don't know, week 2 or week 3. I am going to make some kind of a creation. We're going to do Alfredo with the fusilli. I'm going to try to put in some spinach, the rest of the mushrooms, and some tomatoes. Thought that would be a good way to use up some of this stuff. Okay, feels pretty decadent. It is fusilli Alfredo with breaded chicken. Those are my chicken strips. Breaded chicken topped with tomatoes, onions, or green onions, and mushrooms. Smells really good. And so to salvage the bag of cherries and rhubarb, I decided to make a crumble with them, or crisp. So this is a cherry rhubarb crisp. Turned out good. Okay, and this is what we have left for fridge items at the end of week 12. Some leftovers here on the top. The bottom one, I can't even remember what that is. This is squash, some tomato, part of a tomato, I guess, cut up, and a little piece of cheese. And then here is some more tomatoes. In the back, we've got mayo, cheese whiz, half that pasta sauce I used for the pizza, syrup, the dill carrots, olives, sour cream, yogurt, black olives, what's left of the guacamole in the little container on top of the olives. And then we have more leftovers, a few more pancakes on the left, pizza, still one bagel, bacon, eggs. Do the drawer this time. I totally missed it last time. In there is still part of a brick of cream cheese. I didn't use everything that I'd got for the Christmas dips. A couple still pieces of cheese slices left. We have marble cheese and some mozza cheese left, but those packages aren't full. I think they're about that much left. The only thing left in here now, this was cut vegetables, is the piece of the cucumber. We have one tortilla left from a couple weeks ago. This is a small one. The entire pack left that I merged in that I bought a couple weeks ago. All of these items in the back. Front crisper here, fresh veggies. So some spinach, some cherry tomatoes, celery. Underneath the celery, you can see radishes, 3 whole peppers. And over here, we have the turnips, the piece of cabbage, onions, carrots, still a few clementines, parsnips, and the entire bag of broccoli. Still have milk left, but I'm sure I'm going to want to get some of that for next week. Pickles, ketchup, more condiments, salsa, barbecue sauce, Dijon mustard, soy sauce, teriyaki. All of these items, even though I merged them in last week, I don't think I used a single thing. Jams, lime juice, the rest of that poppy seed dressing in the back, a little bit of that processed cheese, and some more jams on the top. Quite a lot of freezer items, even though we were consciously eating out of the freezer this week. Start at this end. Leftovers. This is leftover from Taco Tuesday so that we can have tacos on another day. Leftover broth, the cheese curds. We have apples for apple crisp. We have wontons. This bag in the back is my bag of scraps. It's getting extremely full, so soon going to be time for a broth. And here's just a little bag of some chicken scraps. We have blueberries and raspberries. This is pasta sauce, meat sauce, some fries, hash browns, vegetable medley. In the back there is broccoli and corn, spinach, corn that I processed, 2 bags of the wet ingredients for Morning Glory muffins, 1 pack of fajita veggies, some green onions, jalapenos. This is mushrooms and fennel processed. And then we have black beans and kidney beans, some enchilada sauce. We have breakfast sausages, a little pack of cold cuts cut up for pizza. So my pizza bag, 2 hamburgers, meatballs. In the back here, this is ham. And this little bag is the some fat from the ham that I saved for when I make baked beans. We have ground beef, and lobster, and sausages, 2 packages of chicken, hot dogs, fish burgers, the left of the chicken strips, and I took them out of the box to make some space. We have egg rolls, bear burger, in the back some pork chops, ground pork, chicken, and the veal flank. So quite a lot of items still left over, and we are working hard at eating these down. Dry goods, still lots of those left. Rice Krispies, goldfish crackers, squash, Bisquick. In the back, there is the dehydrated green tomatoes, dried cranberries. There is a fajita kit, 1 full box of taco shells and a half box of taco shells, all the spices, the noodles. There's some oatmeal left, gravy pack there. Down here we have some crackers, the beef bouillon. In the back there is olive oil, molasses, canned milk, salt, and that's a whole other story. That salt is not working out the best. Diced tomatoes in the back, peanut butter, icing sugar, brown sugar, Kraft dinner, lasagna noodles, spaghetti noodles, flour on the bottom. There is Jacob's cattle beans. There is split green beans, popcorn, macaroni. We have the white potatoes that I got for $1. We have the bag of sweet potatoes. We have sugar. We have Rice Krispies, and we still have a pumpkin. All kinds of awesome stuff. Thanks so much for watching this week. If you haven't watched any of the other videos, I really do encourage you to go back and check them out. They show a really interesting journey starting from scratch and moving forward to today, the end of week 12. So just 3 months, we have been able to stockpile and acquire quite a lot of supplies. So way more surprising than what you might think when you hear the price. $21 per person. There's 2 of us, so $42 total. You would never, at the beginning, guess how much food that we would have here at the end of week 12. So moving forward into next week, it'll be our 2nd week of our low spend January. Thanks so much. And if you like the videos, I hope you subscribe.